Not one John Wick, not two John Wicks, but all three John Wicks from Diamond Select Toys. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to Jacob's Toys. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this video we're going to take a look at all three John Wick action figures from Diamond Select Toys. Starting with this one, the John Wick Deluxe action figure with accessories. A huge thank you to Diamond Select for sending these over for me to take a look at. Don't own any John Wick figures and now I own three, so that's awesome. Anyway, that's the box. Let's get him out and have a look what he comes with. So of course you get Keanu Reeves, John Wick, in his standard kind of white shirt and black suit. And of course you get his dog. You can't have John Wick without a dog. So there we go, John Wick with his dog. Now the articulation on this figure is pretty good. The details on it is pretty good. You can tell it's Keanu Reeves, you can tell it's John Wick. It's all your standard points of articulation. So you've got 2 points of articulation in the elbows, got a rotation in the shoulders there, you've got 2 points of articulation in the legs, and you've got that kind of scissor articulation as well in the legs so you can open them right up. But yeah, there's a fair bit of articulation. Ankle rockers as well, and as well as a bit of articulation on the wrists as well. So you've got like an up and down on one wrist and a side to side on another wrist. But yeah, a fair bit of articulation. Now, these are never going to win any awards for their articulation, but there is enough articulation there for you to get it into enough poses. Also comes with a coin, which is cool, and it comes with a whole arsenal of weapons. So I'm not even going to try to name what these are, but there's some really cool looking kind of heavy weapons like machine guns and stuff. I think this is some kind of shotgun, but yeah, I mean, he uses so many weapons in the various films that I lose track. There's this holstered pistol, which I find a little bit curious because I can't figure out where that actually goes. You've also got an unholstered pistol as well, which you can put in his hand, and you also got this little knife as well. Again, the knife, I'm not sure which hand he would hold it in because you've got a trigger finger here on his right hand, and you've got like a holding open hand on his left hand there. So I'm not quite sure how he would hold the knife, but it's still a cool accessory to have. Now I'm just going to put one of the weapons in his hand just so you can see what he looks like with a weapon. I think you could probably bend this one round and it could hold the barrel. Now you can see there at the bottom of the feet there are 2 peg holes, but it doesn't actually come with a stand, which is quite strange. For a lot of Diamond Select figures they do come with stands, but with that said, he stands up on his own pretty well, so not a huge amount of reasons to actually have a stand. But I'm not going to get into too much like trying to get him into poses and stuff. I want to get through all three of them in a reasonable amount of time, so I'm just going to get him into a nice vanilla pose, put his pistol in there and just kind of put his arm back. Now for me, Diamond Selects are all about kind of getting them into a pose and having them displayed on your shelves. They are really detailed figures, and they cover a whole range of different pop culture as well. So in this case, John Wick. So there we go, that's the first one. Let's get into the second one. Now this is classed as the Deluxe Tactical John Wick by Diamond Select. Now I'm not 100% which one came first, whether it was this one or the previous one. But this is definitely a different look. Now just take note there, the violin case kind of thing there, because that is displayed on the box, but it doesn't actually come with it, which is a shame. But here we go, here is John Wick in, this time, a black suit and a black shirt with a black dog. So yeah, it's a little bit different to the other one. You've also got the silver coin as opposed to the gold coin, which is pretty cool. Now this one does come with some really random accessories. It comes with a couple of different alternate hands, which we didn't get in the last one holding a coin and one holding this like pen knife thing kind of thing. It also comes with this little kind of splayed out money, and one of the kind of daintiest accessories I think I've ever seen with a Diamond Select toy. This one comes with a singular coin. Let me see if I can just get it. Oh, there you go, I've dropped it. It's so tiny, be really careful, but it is a single coin. Now I don't know what the purpose of that is because I'm not quite sure how he would hold that, but I love an accessory, so hey, now I've got some coins. He also comes with this big machine gun here. He comes with a tactical belt, which is pretty cool looking. Again, I'm not 100% sure how it's going to fit on him. I don't know, we'll have a look in a second. And there's a pouch here for a pistol, so you can put that pistol in and out. I wonder if these other things actually come out as... Oh, they do. So the clip comes out, that definitely comes out. So look at these smaller clips, that yes, they come out as well. So I'm guessing this small pistol also comes out. That's a nice touch. I must admit, I thought this was a moulded piece. I thought this was just like an accessory moulded piece, but you've got a whole bunch of extra weapons there. He also comes with this kind of suitcase kind of thing, with his pistol inside, and a couple of spare clips. Now the spare clips are quite light. They would kind of blow away if there was too much wind, so you could either glue them into this case or just make sure that you're kind of keeping an eye on them, because they are very light indeed. Now the hinge on the case, unfortunately on my one, isn't particularly great, but I suppose as it's not really going to be used as an open and closing sort of box, I can just kind of adjust it, so it does slot back in quite easily. But there we go, so that's the little wooden case with his pistol and clips in. You can see there the clips have already fallen out of their spot, so never mind. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, it really is full of accessories, and that's one of the things I really love about Diamond Select, is all the accessories and variation in accessories that you get with the figures. So yeah, I think this is definitely my favourite of the two so far. Now let's have a look at this belt, see how it goes on. Now it looks quite big, so it doesn't fit over his jacket, which makes sense because he wouldn't wear it over his jacket, but then that would imply that you would put it under his jacket. And I think if you put it under his jacket, you're kind of losing the novelty of being able to take these things out. So I'm not really sure where or how he wears this belt, or whether it's just an accessory for kind of the aesthetics of having an accessory that does stuff. Either way, I mean, it's cool. What I find with a lot of these Diamond Select figures is that they don't really give away too much on how or where things go, which I think is a shame. It would be cool if they had a few pictures that showed you where various bits go, but it's not uncommon to kind of have a play around and figure out how things work. So I'm just going to put his machine gun in his hand for a bit of variety compared to the other one. Now I think the face sculpt on the previous one was a little bit better than this one, which makes me think that maybe this is the older of the two. I don't know. But yeah, I think the face sculpt is definitely better on the last. But anyway, let's move on to the third. Now this is the big one. This is the deluxe action figure. So you can't really see what's going on with this one. There's just a little window there in the box that shows you the John Wick figure. And it says on the side, obviously, John Wick, etc. But there's no pictures, doesn't tell you what's in the box. But it does have a Velcro side. So you can actually open it up and take a look what you're getting. So for the sake of the video, let's open it up and take a look. There we go. He comes with a whole bunch of stuff. So 3 bigger guns, a whole case of grenades and smaller guns, the big chest as well, both the silver and gold coin. So let's take a closer look. Now this is what looks to be the same head sculpt as the white shirted version, but in a black shirt with the tie kind of flying out to the side like kind of windswept. So this is definitely a good combination of the two. He comes with both the gold and the silver coin, the one that we've seen in both of the previous ones. He also comes with a stand, which is something that neither of the previous two came with. He comes with this big trunk that keeps all his weapons and accessories and stuff in it, which is very cool indeed. Comes with this really cool shotgun, and as you can see, it just slots in there nicely. Comes with this machine gun as well, and I think these are all different weapons than what we got previously. So we've got a whole arsenal of weapons now, and as you can see, they just sit in the trunk there on the little hooks, which is a nice touch. It's definitely a huge trunk. Now I don't know if that's the scale, it looks a little bit big. You've got these 2 drawers as well that have the clips, and there's 3 spaces, so none of the other stuff comes out, unfortunately. It's all moulded into there, but you have got 1 grenade you can take out for the aesthetic of a photograph or something. You've also got 1 pistol that you can remove as well. And unlike the other one, we haven't got a singular coin, we've got a stack. And that also just slots nicely in. Now, unlike the case in the previous one, these hold in quite nicely. Now, they don't connect together, obviously, because they are the drawers that go in the trunk. So, we just open the trunk up. You can see here that they just slot really nicely into the top. I've got to push this one a little bit, but they slot really nicely into the top. And then you can take them out and obviously access his weapons underneath. Now that's a really nice accessory. I'm not quite sure if you would display it like that, because it would take up a lot of display space, but either way it's very, very detailed and reflects the John Wick saga very well. So you've got lots of accessories there. I think the only thing I would say to possibly change is make all of the things in that drawer removable, but then you'd have so many little bits everywhere. So yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's quite good. But out of the 3 figures, I think that this big deluxe one is definitely my favourite. It comes with the most kind of practical accessories, comes with the biggest accessories, and it comes with the best combination of John Wick. So the the first head and the dark suit. But let me get the others so that you can see what I mean. So here is the tactical one. Now he actually looks a little bit taller as well. And here is the white shirt with the black suit, and as you can see they're pretty much the same body mold there, same head as well. So yeah, the tactical one for some reason does look a little bit different. Silver coins both look the same, the gold coins both look the same, and you've got a whole of the two dogs. Obviously they do not look the same, they are very different, but you've got two dogs, which actually makes me realise that that third one didn't come with a dog, which is quite surprising. Yeah, okay. You got that little wooden case as well, and you got a whole bunch of weapons. There's so many there, so that is very cool. That is a really good collection. I've got to say a huge thank you to Diamond Select Toys for sending all of these over for me to take a look at. I'm massively chuffed with these. I'm going to put them together, do some kind of action figure photography, and make a John Wick display as well. But there is so much stuff here across these 3 packets. It is going to be a lot of fun to play with. I must admit, having all of this weaponry as well, you can add these to various other characters because they're cool weapons. But yeah, there we go. That is the 3 John Wick figures from Diamond Select Toys. Once again, huge thank you to Diamond Select Toys. Thank you very much for sticking around and watching. It's very much appreciated. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. I'm Jacob, aka Jacob's Toys. I guess I'll see you soon.